To avoid drama or unnecessary insecurity around a new connection, the answer sounds so simple. It is important before you make love with someone new, or maybe even before you kiss, to talk about the intention of this connection. Hi, I am Miriam. I am a holistic sex coach and psychologist, and it is my mission to support people in liberating sexuality and love so that they can experience more of the potential of their body and deeply fulfilling relationships, including the one with themselves. So, whether you are doing an online date, or you meet someone at some kind of party or in the park, and you get to this point where you feel like, hey, there might be something here. There might be something going more intimate between the two of us. It makes sense to talk about the intention of this connection, to share what your intention is at this moment in your life concerning intimate relationships. For example, are you single? Are you looking for a serious relationship? You are more focusing on yourself right now, and you don't really have space for a serious relationship. Is it for one time? Is it for one time with maybe more and then we see? It is important to keep talking about the intention of this connection, to have like the vision for this connection clear. Of course, you don't know the first moment most often when you see someone if this is something where you can really grow a longer path with. But it is important to have clarity from both sides where you are in life and what it is that you desire in this moment. Also, for example, when you are in a polyamorous relationship, like, yeah, I have another partner or I have another lover, and I would love to be intimate with you as well. Whether you are single and having multiple lovers at this moment, it's important to be open and clear, because this creates the trust that you need for connection and intimacy to unfold. It might be vulnerable, but it is true. I can give you an example. When I met my current partner, I was actually in another relationship, and we were not really thinking about dating at all at that moment, but I noticed there was an attraction. Also, at that moment in my life, I was in a polyamorous relationship, and I had a primary partner, and at that moment also 2 other lovers. So I was really full and fulfilled, and it was way too much to invite this other beautiful being in my life at that moment. Of course, life goes its way, and at one point, me and my wonderful ex-partner, with whom I am still good friends, separated. And me and this other man continued to be friends. And he invited me to his community, and I rolled into a project there. So without putting pressure on this connection, we continued to be friends, and at one point I realized, hey, I am in love with you, but I am really not ready for another relationship, and I committed to half a year of celibacy to really focus on my own sexual energy. And I told him this. It's like, that's it. And he also shared about his point, where he was in his life. It's like, yes. So we continued this open conversation, and for me, like, being in love with multiple people was and is normal. It is about the choice that you make for your life and see what kind of relationship and person fits the best for this. So I was clear at one point what I desired in my next relationship. I wanted the possibility of building a family. I wanted the relationship to be sexually exclusive, but of course with the possibility to talk about attractions and desires, because in this way you create trust and there is no secret. Might not always be easy, but it's definitely true and clear. You know exactly where you are with me and I know exactly where I am with him. At one point, after my 6 months of celibacy, I was open to receive a new man in my life again. And he also made up his mind, and it was the time for us to connect. But yeah, you could say it took us almost 10 months altogether of open, honest communication of where we are in life to come to this point of connection. So I'll give you one other example. I told you about my former relationship, which was open, and with every person that I met, and this was definitely not every week a new person, really not. It was like maybe 3 people that I met in a year or something. But I was always clear, like, hey, I am in an open relationship, I have this partner, I am with 100% continuing the path with this man, and I'm open for you as well. And I feel this connection, for example, is only for this week in the retreat that we are both in right now. And afterwards we can maybe, if it feels right, meet for a day or a weekend or so. So to really be super clear about how much space you have in your life for this person. Exactly. Also, in relationships in general, it makes a lot of sense to be clear, like, how often would we like to see each other? How many date nights in the week feel good for you, feels good for me? To see if this is compatible or not. How can you make it compatible? Or you conclude it's really not compatible at all, and that's okay. Then you know that maybe another connection in the future is more compatible. Communication is key. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you today. It's important to not be distracted by the sexual energy and attraction, but to really for a moment breathe and have this conversation, because then you can actually go deeper with each other in that moment. How to breathe your sexual energy. I have this beautiful free mini course that is all about liberating and integrating your sexual energy, and you can find it in the description below. If you like this video, please like it, and you can also subscribe to this channel if you want to see more videos like this. Bye bye.